Hello everyone, I hope you all are keeping well and safe. Now, I've received a lot of positive comments on my videos so far. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for engaging. Now, I received a comment from Manikanta Kumar. As you could see, it says he's asked me how to print diamond pattern using Python. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use stars to actually create diamonds pattern using in Python. So as I said before, in order to work out your solution, you need to first understand the problem. So this is the diamond shape that we want. Now, if you see the pattern, we got first in the line 1, we got one star, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, and I think then the 11 stars. And then again, we got reverse of that. So we got like the 9, then 7, then 5, then 3, and then 1. Now, with regard to the spaces, let's assume that we got 9 spaces here. So we got 9 spaces, then 8, then 7, then 6, then 5, then 4. And then again, it keeps increasing by 5, then 6 spaces, then 7, then 8, then 9. So we want to create a program to actually print this pattern in Python. So let's begin. Now I've got Python open. So in Python, you're going to create a new program. So I'm going to go File, New, and here you're going to write your program. Now, first of all, let's assume that my spaces were 9. Okay, so I'm going to start with sp, that's my variable name, sp equals to 9. Now, I know for the pattern of stars, we got in the first line, we got 1 star, then 3, then 5, and it was all the way up to 11, I think. Right, so we're going to go for I in range. Right, again, I want 1 star at the beginning, so I'm going to start with 1, and then I'm going to go all the way up to 11, right, and then increase it by 2, because first time we want 1 star, then we want 3 stars, so we want it to go up by 2 rather than going up by 1 by default, right? So this is my incrementer, so this 2 is my incrementing value, so it's going to start with 1, then 3, then 5, then all odd numbers there. Right, now to print, I want to print, right, so before even printing star, I want to print the spaces, and I'm going to print space by using the space character on my keyboard. So that is my space character times by 9, so which is my 9 is in sp, because I don't want 9 all the time. I want it to keep changing, because next time I want it 8 spaces and 7 spaces, so I'm using a variable name. So I want to print the spaces first, right, and then to that I also want to add the number of stars. So print number of spaces 9, and then print star. Okay, so I'm going to use star symbol, shift 8, and then how many stars I want first time I want 1 star, right, so it will be star times I, because the value of I will go from 1, 3, 5, 7, so I'm going to say star times I. And what I want here, I want my number of spaces to decrease every time. So once this line is printed, in the next line, I don't want 9 stars. I want 8 stars. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to manually decrease the value of variable space. So sp equals to sp, take away 1. So let's run this and check. I think it's going to print half of the diamond. So I'm going to click on run, click on OK. It's going to ask me to save. I'm going to go to documents. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find the Python folder, and I'm going to save this as diamond or diamond pattern. All right, I'm going to click on save. Let's look at the output, and as I said to you, it's going to print half of diamond, so the triangle program, that what we did before. So what we really need to do is create an inverted pyramid just underneath that. So if you see that we have done the first part, so we've done up to here, right, and what we need to do inverse of that, right? So in this case, right, we want the spaces to now keep increasing and number of stars to keep decreasing, right? So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy what I did just before. So I'm going to create another loop. So for j in range, right, and I'm going to start from just opposite of that. So we started from 1 to 11, and this time around I'm going to start with 11, and I'm going to go all the way to 1, right? 1 may not work, but we'll try, because with Python for loop. It stops just before the extreme value. I'll show you what I mean by that, right? And this time I want the value of j to keep decreasing by 2. And why is that? Because if I show you, if I take you back again, like, we've got 11, then we got 9, then we got 7, then 5, then 3, and 1. We want it to decrease by 2, right? So we're going to, instead of writing plus 2, like before, we'll write minus 2, right? And then our print statement. So the print, okay, so again, I want to print the spaces first, right? So I'm going to write space, and I'm going to use the same variable for space because I want, like, whatever the value is there, like in the last value for my space, right? I want the same, exactly same, right? And I'm going to plus, right, concatenated by, I'm going to add number of stars, and my number of stars first time would be 11, right? So times, I'm going to write j, because my 11, the value of stars is in j, and then the value of j keeps decreasing by 2. I'm going to write times j. And then here, now this is the tricky bit here, or it could be tricky, right? The spaces, now if you see the spaces, before we had spaces decreasing, but we want spaces increasing this side, right? So what we're going to do here, sp equals to sp plus 1, right? I think your program is almost done. I'm not quite sure about this for the value here 1, because as I said, like, the for loop in Python especially, it stops the extreme value, and my extreme value is 1. So 1 star won't print. So the last line won't print. So we're going to try this anyway. I'm going to click on run or use F5 on my keyboard, right? And if I run it, right, you could see that I've got everything. So, like, it's almost done, but it hasn't printed, right, the last star there. Now in order to print that, you are going to, right, just change this value. Instead of like 1, you could try 0, okay, and see if this works. Okay, that's it. So you've got your answer here. We have now created diamond using a Python program. I hope you found this video very useful. For more such videos, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.